Take it away, we shall. Thank you once again to the panel. They're breaking things down from this draft. In game two, once again, it's single elimination. It's a match point right now. And one thing's for sure, Mythic Seals are going to want to make something happen with this lineup. I would say if you look at the way that the nature of last game, Wolf, it was quite impressive on how they were able to utilize their lineup. Team Falcons was able to do that. And I think the same can be said with this lineup. This lineup allows them to do the same thing. Mind you, Troll is on the show. This is one of his favorite roams, one of his marquee picks. And if he starts things off here in the early game, which he's done many times, if it converts into kills, they're going to be in a troubled spot already for Mythic Seal. Now, I just want to mirror that by saying that Boya can do the same exact thing with a Kalea. Power pick that has been banned time and time again through these drafts. So it's kind of the pressure right now is actually on these roamers once those level 4s become available.
Yeah. And what we do know about Troll is this is the last pick show together with this Akai. So and then we combine in the Hilda. There's not a front line now for Team Falcons that will allow Sano to do his thing. Just like in the previous game, I would say that Team Falcons have found their groove when it comes to their composition, right? Because they were kind of successful with the non-marksman kind of composition with the utility jungler, but this time, back-to-back games, they have a traditional marksman in the golden for Sano, which will allow them to scale even better come the late game.
And that's what we've seen happen now. Because every time we get through a draft, that's one of the things for teams to consider. Do they go with a fighter in the gold lane or do they go with the marksman? And I would say so far throughout Games of the Future 2025, it's actually been pretty even. I'm not sure if one of those have a bigger percentage, but a lot of the marksmen are working right now. You know, the Grangers, the Claudes. Claudes especially have been popping up a lot. We have seen glimpses of the 1-1 now, too, in the hands of Hiko. And, it's a good place to be in. This fight for the turtle, though.
Oh, they were coming up from the park, but now Boyd wants to get the turtle, and indeed he will. Damage coming up from Kun onto the shields of Team Falcons. If there's anyone that will have a great time for Mythic Seal, it definitely will be the Esmeralda up against Akai, up against the Show, up against the Hilda. But in comes the pick, they want to get a kill, but great stun coming up from Boye to actually stop Coffin from dealing the damage. Boye, with that slam, with that stun, with the knockup, actually stopped the kill and peeled for his team.
Yeah, this is going to be tough, too. Boye, his purple buff is taken. He's going to have it to heavy spin on out. So it's only the little minion that's left there. And so they get the call. Cuffin's going to go clear it out. And that's why he was trying to take the purple buff over here on Mythic Seal's side. But nonetheless, he's going to be forced out of the jungle. So right now, King Flash doing a great job at stealing, kind of doing some counter jungling. Will get his reset on this purple buff. So it gives him a bit of an advantage. Nothing too crazy. I know they're both level 6 now, but King Flash is nearly there to that next level. And, eventually I think he'd want to fight for this next one.
What about Boye this time? Boye is taking out Boye versus Boye. King Flash wants to still fight this. He's actually regening well, but indeed he will be breaking out with damage coming all a kick just in time. Boye gets out of there. That's the Kalea that will be able to get out, but so far Boye is the one that is not having a great time this game. Consolation price is a little King Flash. They still want to go for more in this time, but I think nicely that will be the end of all of the pokes on both teams. It's going to go back to farming.
Yeah, and that's not fun for Boyet, We got Boyet and Boye.
That's right.
So, but look at this pressure here. Ruby DD.
But not going to be enough. Boyet would love to have that kill, but it's going to be Coffin to get it. Nevertheless, this Lucian gonna have a great time this game. 1-0-1. King Flash is ahead of the curve when it comes to the jungler, as Boyet is just level 6. That's the Akai. The Yi Shin is level 8, almost level 9.
Oh yeah, he's really just kind of focusing up on that farm, scaling up so quickly here. This turtle for the taking, second one of the game. It's going to be pulled here towards Team Falcon's side, but there's a Tsunami Slam.
Oh, that's going to be the one to drop. First one to drop for Team Falcons. Now the ultimate from Boyet already committed. They have lost all control of this turtle, and the mid-2 members are just around the turtle right now. There's no way for Team Falcons to fight this. They might even lose the Crammer. Boy, it did not get that. We would have seen it. He really wants to get this orange buff for himself. Boye, the Kalea, already stealing the Crammer. Boye will have to pop the Retribution, and that's indeed going to be the case. While Pink Flash is just pushing up top. A beautiful start for Mythic Seal in this game.
Mythic Seal doing a great job of playing around their timings here. Especially with, like I said, it's kind of up to the roamers, and you see it, the Tsunami Slams or the kicks. So far, Troll actually hasn't been able to get a kick that's, you know, well converted for the team just yet, and Boya is now in a position to just play catch up. And you could be the next target here.
Oh, actually, it is the target. He will be figured out just as quickly. Mythic Seal might even pressure top lane with the push, but that will just transfer to the bottom lane. It comes the engage though. The retaliation coming up from T5 is to want to get the export in exchange for Sanji, and they will indeed get that escalator from the opposite side. Could not enough firepower to deal with 3 members of Team Falcons. At least Sanji's death will be avenged by Team Falcons.
Basically, trading across the map happening right now. Team Falcons really just kind of banking once again on Sano to be online on this Claude once he gets those 3 items that he needs. But they don't want to keep losing the macro game here. You see they're going to go ahead and switch up towards the top side. It looks like they're just going to trade this, you know, top side turret for this bottom side one. And Team Falcons choosing to just go ahead and more lean towards more just being safe, right? Staying together, especially protecting Sano here, and letting that scaling happening. They also need to be able to deal with this kind of additional health bar that comes with the Esmeralda plus the X-Board throughout these team fights. And that's a little bit tougher to deal with, you know, until you have the proper itemization to help you with that. So this next turtle, last one of the game, comes up, both sides having 1 turtle each. We'll see if Team Falcons is actually going to contest it. Sano tried to join the last fight, but he was way too late to actually join it. And so he might actually just continue to put pressure here on the tier 2 on the top side of the map, but it is in check. But there's Sun Slam.
Quick one with the Sanji to support it on the Hilda. He's not having a great time. Sano wants to go for the kill. Also a little bit greedy. Can he dodge this one now? Yeah, he will. Has to pop the Purify for that. I believe that Blazing Duet is utilized just to clear out the minion wave up top, just for farming. Team Falcons have, I think, identified that they might not have enough of team fighting tools now. They just want to farm, as Mythic Seal is leading by 2,300. The items now available for Mythic Seal.
Yeah, great lead here. Ooh. Okay, they're still going to be fine. Great lead for Mythic Seal. And it's more or less the same thing every single fight, like you said. And if that target is pretty much always going to be Sanji, then why not? You know, if you can get a free kill off of it, it's basically just a Tsunami Slam into any of the setup that they want to go for, and you can convert that into kill after kill. Obviously, eventually, Sanji's not going to be worth, you know, too much, but eventually in the late game, that's their time for Team Falcons to bring it back. And as long as Sano doesn't die, that's the main component to making this work. Cuffin as well. Like, Cuffin is a big part of that, but right now with Mythic Seal's lead, they have control of the map, and they'll go ahead and start to take down some of the tier 2s here. But Team Falcons is trying to hold on to it, and they will. They'll lose about half health on that, but this is about all that Mythic Seal can do until the Lord is up, and I wouldn't be surprised if Team Falcons actually contests that first Lord. I don't think, you know, granted they're down this much gold, I don't think they just let it go either. So we'll see this potentially. Okay, Troll, good thing he doesn't get caught there, but they'll go ahead and just get that into place.
Broken walls showing us some openings that could be there. No, Troll's going to be lifted up, actually. They want to commit on Sanji. This time, Sanji, 5th death on this Hilda. They want more. Mythic Steel popping the feathered airstrike to zone of the members of Team Falcons as they push the bottom lane. Fortunately for Team Falcons, they do have the wave clear. While that's happening, the Claude is pushing a little bit up top. It will be answered by Ruby Didi quite soon. It comes the kick coming up from Troll. Boyet is there. The damage, it's going to be enough. Senzu down for the count. Even Ruby Didi, if we lose the Piraga armor, Troll will be the exchange. Sano is here. So it's Cuffin. Cuffin falls field.
They want to fight.
The Nakamove there. The Cuffin will stop before that happens.
Oh,
and it comes out of the Tsunami Slam. Purify far too late. Now Boyet and Sano has to run away. Oh, the ultimate coming out from Akun. Catches Boyet. Boyet is down. Team Falcons, they wanted to go for the extra place, but Mythic Steel, they are prepared for that and punishes them, now collecting the Lord for themselves.
Yeah, that was a bit off because, Team Falcons, you saw Sano trying to join the fight, but he didn't have enough stacks. And that's, not the fight that he wanted to take because not only didn't he have the stacks, but he also just now picked up the golden staff. So he's got his 3 items. So that's the power spike for the Claude. But unfortunately, they have so much ground to cover. Now that they're going to have to get ready for a defense push from that Lord when it eventually spawns here, Team Falcons looking at the items, they still need some time to build up. Like I said, the 3-item trinity is there for Sano. That's great. But you need some more defensiveness, especially for Sanji, man. Sanji doesn't have much at all, right? He's got just, pieces of items basically in place, which we see that a lot, but he's just getting taken out so quickly. He's barely been able to play, barely been able to do anything with this Hilda other than die, and that's not a place you want to be in. This Feathered Airstrike just doing so much work, as well as that shield's going to be popped here on the bottom side, and the Lord will charge in. Are they going to force a fight with Team Falcons here? Trying to clear out this Lord. It's still held on. They want to bait them.
That's insanity going to be used for the entry for Mythic Field. They will be able to push. They might be able to get a kill to Sanji once again. Sanji, fortunately, survives. And that will change. No, they're pushed into the mid lane. Apart from the inhibitor down the bottom, they will get the mid lane as well. Now, Kapu might be in trouble because of this. Zenzu is so much farmed. Even with without the Divine Glaive yet, he's already dealt so much damage at the coffin. Radiant Armor picked up by Troll. Will this be enough of a defense? They do have all of their ultimate now for Team Falcon. In comes Poye, wants to initiate. No, it's just a fake. Now Troll did not land any Jeet, couldn't go proc. RPDD will get out of there. They want to kill Troll this time. But Troll will get out. It comes up there. Strike not landing on so much. Nothing will be able to run away. Has to the ultimate just to get out. That's the beacon down for the count.
Oh, he goes for the kick.
That's what the Kalea. It comes to heavy spin as well. They pin down Boye. Boye gets out of there. And now Boye is down. Now they want to go for the export. Pops the dash insanity to get out of there with a combo. And they will try to push on 4. But this is so difficult, but they just have to forfeit their mid lane inhibitor turret. Parcel with the ult once again. Or wants to cancel this, but he's thrown out. There is the slam once again. Sanji dead for the 6th time this game. And in just 12 minutes, Mythic Field have taken out 2 inhibitors of Team Falcons.
Did I not say that this is going to come down to the roamers, man? And it was exactly how that happened. Like, Troll has not been able to find anything, and even when he finds a kick, yes, that combo worked before, kick plus heavy spin from Boyet, but you saw because they're so far behind in terms of itemization, they weren't even able to capitalize on that around the base. Meanwhile, Boya has all the pickings in the world. It doesn't matter who he tsunami slams. It's going to be a kill. And so now with this Lord up, Mythic Seal will go ahead and start it up again. Almost a 9,000 gold lead up to this point. Team Falcons might just go for a miracle play with Boyet if he's able to zone them out.
Oh, Troll, R2 forward will go down. That's the legendary streak now for the Yeaston Spin. And they still want more. Boyet has to run to the hill. Sanji faces same party of Mythic Skill only to fall over with the next hit. It's just the ultimate. This is pretty good. It's the last step is ended up. Boyet wants to go for the stab. But into the backlines and Boyet being punished by Team Falcons. Falcon will get a double because of that. Runs away from Kun. But the rest of his teammates are down. For some reason, Sanji survives all of that. He'll have to recall for Kun wants to really get into Coffin and he will actually get that one. Together with the minion wave, Paul and Sanji. They defend so far they can. As Ruby can take out the Lord without their jungler. They feel they can smell it. They can see it. They want to finish this. Kun just manhandling 2 members of Team Falcons.
He's dancing.
Of Team Falcons, they're just dancing at this point. But fortunately for Team Falcons, there's no marksman, no turret hitter, and no buildings will be taken down just yet.
Yeah, but they got the Lord, and by the time that Lord is up, the entire team will be here towards the base. We're going to take a look at the replay on this. Again, a team fight breaks out. Troll was on that side of the map. This was what started it all. The beacon and that last insanity all overlaying to each other. And this is just a space that you don't really want to fight against this lineup, you know? Again, Last Insanity does so much damage, and now they're in the base of Team Falcons.
Yet, go for a heavy spin. off the mark right now. They're pinning out, but the damage is not there. Sanji falls. Boy was follow suit. Nothing want to go for the background. Something is going to be taken now, but Arrow is not. That's the damage to every protected out. Roll wants to get out. Will be successful in doing so.